It's time. Sorry, wrong show.
Oh, man.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely. And you know what's interesting to me tonight? And I'm just going to dive right in. One, we got a special guest with us tonight, and we'll be bringing him on in just a moment.
Okay.
And that is the fantastic Jimmie Jones
Jimmie
from
Jones.
Pop Culture Kaboom radio show,
Kaboom.
also known as the Pop Culture Kaboom podcast, produced by
97 Productions.
So really quickly, normally we do like a food and beverage thing, but I wanted to do a bit of an unboxing. I did already cut open the box, but I have not really dove on into the contents. So I recently joined D23, the official Disney fan club.
Oh.
And the reason that I joined a piece of cardboard, the reason that I joined D23 was specifically for this year's annual members gift. So this is my D23 official fan club, which comes with a welcoming letter, my official D23 card. What else is in here? Oh,
is this every year type deal?
There is a membership gift every year. Yes.
No, I'm saying is there the fee? Is it like monthly? Yearly?
Yes, it's an annual fee, and it was on sale for. It's normally $100 a year.
Mm-hmm.
It was on sale for $70.
Oh,
So,
nice.
But again, the main reason I finally decided to do it is for what is in this box.
Oh.
D23 Gold Member Collector Set. Mickey Mouse Milestone Statue.
Interesting.
As most of you know, James and I are huge Disney nerds. And inside the box, Disney 100 official certificate
Of authenticity.
Indeed. A little piece of styrofoam.
Of course, got to keep it protected.
And the big important piece.
Oh, that is nice. Yo, that is nice. Straight up. Is that this metal though, huh?
It feels like
It looks
base.
metal.
It feels like the base is metal, or at least something very heavy. The rest, the Mickey feels, I don't want to say plastic, but definitely plastic.
Oh, it looks shiny as hell. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, it looks good. It looks very good. So I did. Oh, and the back of his jacket. I don't know if you can see it. Disney 100.
Oh no! Oh, I can kind of barely make it out, but I can kind of see it. Yeah, that's
so.
dope.
Yeah, I thought I would share that here. If you are a big Disney fan like me or James, not a bad deal for the year subscription. You get four quarterly magazines, so once a quarter.
Right? Once a quarter.
Annually.
So 4 magazines annually.
Yeah. And yes, however you say that.
Yeah.
Whoever's out there probably already criticizing me. Oh, we've got Tyrus. What's up? New schedule sucks. Uh-oh. TV Moon Manish. Oh, yeah. I can kind of see that.
Feel it.
I could kind of see that. So we are live and interactive, by the way. So it is November 1st, 2023.
It is the first.
Day after Halloween. And I'm very confused. Pop Culture Kaboom's checking in. Hey. Except they're actually here. And I think maybe that's his subtle hint at, come on, bring me in. But before we bring you in, what are you drinking?
Well, the first one I have is a hoppy lager. It says brewed for bringing flavorful crushability to the highest of hikes, the craziest of tailgates, and the most hardcore corn mazes. This twist on a classic lager offers big, juicy hop notes with crispy, with the crisp drinkability. Wow, of a lager for an explosion of flavor you can enjoy all beer season long. I don't know what beer season is, but that sounds amazing.
That was painful. And Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Welcome to Pop Culture Kaboom Radio Show,
Yes,
where we talk about the 7 pillars of pop culture.
pop culture entertainment. Yeah, you got to get it
Yes,
right.
yes,
Pop
pop
culture
culture.
entertainment.
So tell us, what are those 7 pillars, please?
They are games, cons and events, novels, movies, television, toys and collectibles, and comic books.
So movies and television, two different things.
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
Because you got your television shows and then you got your movies. So.
Got you. Because a lot of people like to combine the two, like
Yeah,
movies,
I know.
TV. Yeah,
Well,
Not
I had
you.
to combine a couple of them. I had to combine, like cons and events. I had to combine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And toys and collectibles, I had
That
to
makes
combine.
sense.
So those are the only two that I combined.
Ah.
But as I was waiting to come on, I was actually, because I'm behind on my reading, so I got my stack of comic books I got to finish up here. So I got all kinds of stuff. Moon Knight's coming to an end, so I didn't know if you knew that.
Coming to an end.
Yep, Moon Knight number, I think it's issue number 29 or 30. Actually, Moon Knight's going to be ending. They're killing off Mark Spector, who's been the only Moon Knight since the character was started, and they're going to be having a new Moon Knight starting with a new. He's got a different costume, a whole bunch of stuff. But kind of interested to see where it goes. Moon Knight's always been one of my favorite characters. So
Interesting. And Tyrus asks, "How's it going?"
Yeah, because I said hi. And you said, "Oh, he's checking in." I'm like, "Oh, I was just saying hi to Tyrus." So since we're both kind of lurking in the chat, so
Absolutely. So, and we do have a few thousand people already tuning in. They must be here to see you, Jimmy. The people came to see. So, if you really want to see Jimmy, let me go ahead and do this for you. How about this? We'll go ahead and. Pew.
So, seeing how it's November 1st, let me ask you, what's going on back there? Were you Billy the Puppet from Saw for Halloween with that bike behind you?
Maybe. No, that's actually my kid. We just got my kid a new bike, so
nice.
For some reason keeping it in here.
You were pedaling around with it, going, "Shall we play a game?"
I'm fairly certain if I tried to sit on that
he would break that thing.
The tires would just go. Psh.
The frame might go. Psh.
Okay.
Iris asks.
Yeah, I see that.
Going to get a second season.
Still up in the air. Actually, Isaac. What's his name? Isaac. Or
Isaac Oliver? No, Isaac.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
he played Poe in the Star Wars movies.
Isn't it Oscar?
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
That's what you get. People are going to mess it up if you have two first names for your entire name. So you know. Yeah, well, he did. And now I screw it up. But anyway, he was the only actor so far for Disney or for Marvel that didn't get the golden parachute where he was signed to a multi-picture deal.
Mm-hmm.
So after season 1 was over, he's kind of freelanced. So he's kind of up in the air whether he's going to be coming back or not because they didn't actually, get him to sign to a multi-year contract. So
right.
So don't know if there's going to be a second season. Hopefully there is. I still want to see more of that talking hippopotamus. I mean, because that actually made it funny and interesting to watch that show. So
well, and I think they must have made some kind of arrangement because otherwise, why would you leave it as open with the ending as they did?
They're hoping it would take off and say, "See, we need you to be on our contracted." So
actually, one of the things too is that you might be able to see the hippopotamus back if they do, because they're doing the Percy Jackson series, which is coming. But the same author that did that, Rick Riordan, did a series called The Kane Chronicles that actually deals with the Egyptian gods. So and that's one of the gods they deal with. So if they do that one,
well, it'll be a different incarnation. It would have a different voice. It would have that Mrs. Doubtfire sounding voice. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That was a fun character. How was that?
So Jimmy, why are you here tonight?
Oh, I am here because I was told that Kaboom Con has a huge announcement tonight.
Kaboom Con.
Yeah.
Well,
You mean? Don't you
What?
mean Kaboom Con?
yes, Kaboom Con. What exactly is Kaboom Con, Jimmie? Please tell the people.
It was an idea that was conceived, and actually a funny story. I don't know. Do you want me to tell the actual story behind this?
By all means.
Okay, this is actually kind of funny because you were contacting me because I deal every week with cons and events all over the world, and so you're getting hold of me trying to get advice about how doing a con, and it was kind of funny actually because you go, "Hey, I have an idea for doing a con." And for years, I've been trying to get either a con here. I've been trying to get a con started here in Carson City. So when you said, "Hey, I have an idea for a con," I went, "Carson City?" You're all, "No," because you were contacting me about something else that you were going to try and do in Daly City, California. And but then afterwards, you called me back and said, "Hey, you know what? I was giving it some thought, and what do you think of Kaboom Con?" I'm like, a little pretentious, but and that's how it got started.
And I do remember that conversation in regards to you thinking it might be pretentious, but the reality is Pop Culture Kaboom is it is frankly the largest show on KVC. This is known. I'm not making that up. It is
Got the numbers.
it is certainly nationwide known and internationally known. You have weekly over 15,000 listeners on your live show.
No, in the U.S.
Yes, worldwide. What is the count?
I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot that gets discounted. At least the last time I talked to the program director about it, because he was looking at, whoa, you got like 2,000 listeners in Russia. Those are all bots. And I'm like, okay. So
Bots
who's got the time to bot your show?
I have no idea. I want to meet this person. I really do. They should do a lot more. Actually, spread it out a bit. But I was able to find out that I am actually in like 26 countries. Listen every week.
So you truly are worldwide.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And so I sat there and I thought about, okay, what would draw? What could we do to try and draw not just attendees, but to draw exhibitors, vendors? And you have so many connections, directly and indirectly, through your show and what you've done over the years. And how many years, by the way?
Actually, that was going to be one of the big announcements for the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show tonight. Is that next week, the Sunday, November 12th show will be the 5th year anniversary show.
Nice.
So, been on the show, and actually, I was going to ask you guys. I was going to send a private email, but now that you brought it up, I'd be honored if you guys called in or left a message. For our 5th year anniversary.
No problem.
Message I can certainly do. I will be at Disneyland that day. So
I would call, but I'm going to Disneyland.
I could call you.
From
I could
Disneyland.
call you from like It's a Small World just to be annoying.
Oh no, that'd be horrible. That would be absolutely horrible.
Why would you do it Small World?
I don't think my kid would appreciate it. So that's why I'd be on it.
Well, it's just a quick, hey, happy anniversary, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
for sure,
no
for sure. So yes, speaking of Kaboom Con and speaking of all things pop culture entertainment, we did have a few big announcements tonight, and the first one that I can dive on into is we have some new vendors. So let's start there, shall we?
Yeah.
Tuck Tuck Yum Yum frozen yogurt.
Tuck yum yum.
A new we got a new
James is gonna get into a jingle. I expect to hear a jingle here.
Problem is if James eats Tuck Tuck Yum Yum, he's gonna go plop plop fizz fizz.
Well, at least in the toilet. But no, like, is it like, do they have? Because a lot of the frozen yogurt places, they have like sorbets and stuff now too.
I have no idea about that aspect. But their vehicle is pretty cool. It is like a truck with the yogurt dispensers on the side and the toppings and all that stuff. But it's not a truck. It's not like a food truck that you would traditionally see. It's a very unique vehicle.
Interesting.
So definitely check out their
You couldn't
page.
have a picture of that.
You know, why y'all do this to me? Here we go. Here's the Tuk Tuk Yum Yum page.
Wow.
And
Yo, that looks like the
it's like a motor not tricycle.
Like they use in like Taiwan and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
trike. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking.
So on the go frozen yogurt. Evidently they do baked goods and frozen yogurt. So let's check out their current menu while we're here.
Baked yogurt.
Let's see, frozen specials.
Baked yogurt. So crazy.
Tuk Tuk Yum Yum Sundae, a Dole Whip,
Dole Whip,
waffle cone, and the house special Affogato El Cafe, vanilla bean froyo drowned in a shot of espresso. And they have brownies, ling waffles, drinking chocolate. Is that like hot cocoa but just cold?
Maybe.
I don't know.
And design your own froyo and toppings. So
interesting.
And it looks like their general flavors are
gummy bears, apparently, because they got them floating around on their page.
Gummy bears go in it, bro.
They move. Look at those gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh, they're freaking me out, bro. Anyways.
And the crazy part is when you put gummy bears in, like, when you put gummy bears in anything that's like frozen like that. Like I used to get gummy bears in like my sorbets at what's that place called Stone, and like those things turn hard.
Indeed. And oh hey, look who's checking in, James. Dragon 92 Cherry Fat and Black Connect. Have a good stream. Hey guys, 100 viewers for only a nickel. I'm sorry, 50 cents. Easy with getviewsers.pro. Catch a promo for 10 viewers.
Gotta get you those viewers.
Golly. Add to block list. Boom. Okay. Next up, we've got Pop Thrash coming in.
Went wrong.
Another vendor that has signed in, and is joining the Kaboom Con. And I'm pulling up
those. They have those. The skateboard, the finger skateboard things.
I don't know. I'm pulling up their page right now. Give me just a moment. Not their page. I'm pulling up their application to see what they say they do, because that's what really matters. And Pop Thrash at popthrash.com does anime posters, 3D stickers, cards, and writing pens. So, not at all what you would think.
Yeah, I see it, and it looks like a skateboard, and
it does.
So I was thinking
it's called Pop Thrash. So
I was thinking maybe they do like Funko Pop stuff.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was because as soon as I saw this, of course, because I don't know what they do. Like when we posted, but like all I know, I looked at that, and I was like, oh, they must do those finger skateboards or something along those lines, or maybe even skateboard like they do.
Those little collectible ones where you skateboard with your fingers.
Those. But also, and then like when I thought about it now, I was like, oh, maybe they do custom backs of skateboards or something. Or those custom skateboards, not custom backs of skateboards. This whole thing is skateboard. What am I talking about?
Ooh, $10 mystery bundle.
Yeah.
Oh wait, go up for a second. All right, can you name the anime that's on the very far left?
No, I cannot.
That is Attack on Titan. In the middle,
James.
That looks kind of like One Piece.
Okay, yeah, you got it. And the far right?
I have no idea.
Me neither. So I got 2 out of 3. But
I didn't know that was I didn't realize that was Attack on Titan.
And what about that one? Who's that guy?
Zero clue.
Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Come on, man.
I watch some animes, but the animes that I watch are like very like I don't watch any of the ones that like everybody's talking about. Like I watched some Sword Art Online was one of the ones that I really enjoyed.
Well, people talk about that actually.
Oh, do they? I haven't been in that circle. I enjoyed that show.
And apparently One Piece too, right?
No, I haven't actually watched One Piece. I only know So the only reason I even know One Piece, I know it because there's people at work, they have like stickers and stuff on their water bottles and their bags and stuff, and so I've seen some of the characters.
Yeah, see, I watched the Netflix series, and
Yeah.
and then I actually started getting into the animation because it's actually on Netflix now.
Right.
So, but wow, there's like 17 seasons on there.
Yeah.
And
Is it like is the show is the is I've heard a lot of people really enjoy the live action. It's probably I've heard it's like one of the best adaptations of a anime into live action.
well, from what I understand, because I know this guy, I actually spoke to somebody who is actually like the fourth person and number 4 in the whole United States as far as One Piece trivia goes.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you just saying that? He's like, no, there was a thing, and I was number 4. I'm like, oh, so I guess it's true. So, he
Yeah, because if you
said,
were making it up, why wouldn't you be number 1 or 2?
because people wouldn't believe that, but they'd believe number 4.
Number four, you don't really dispute number 4 because you're like, oh well, you're not top 3. So,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
number
maybe it is
4.
legit. He says 4, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
but he says that the full season for season 1 of the live action on Netflix
Mhm.
actually is not like, because it's only like 8 or 10 episodes, and I'm
Mhm.
like, this thing, the anime is over 1,000 episodes long. How
You're
are
not
they?
gonna.
These actors are not going to live that long. So he goes, oh well, that first season is actually like the first, like at least 100 episodes condensed.
So is like
into
the
those
anime
first
maybe
10.
like a short?
Oh
Is it like 7 minutes or?
Um,
No, it's like a 30
no,
minute
they're
show.
like,
Like,
yeah, it
they're like
was a
30-minute
30-minute show.
shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they just like if you can take the main, I guess if they're doing like they kind of combined everything. So what they did was they just took, because what they'll do in anime too is they'll extend stuff out that doesn't need to be extended. Like that's used to, like, one of the reasons I did not watch Dragon Ball was because I was like, there's no reason that you should be powering up for like 5 episodes. That's an exaggeration, but that's what it felt like to me. So so they'll take something that's short and lengthen it out and to stretch an episode or whatever, a couple episodes, and so they can kind of take that stuff, condense it down, throw it into a couple fewer episodes. That works.
I'm looking it up right now. Actually, the first season for the actual anime. Are you kidding me? 61 episodes.
Yeah,
That was just the first season.
And also, this thing started in 1999.
2009. The manga started in 1997 or 1999, I think. But the actual anime didn't start until 2009. And on Netflix, they have 18 seasons going on.
61
and
episodes for a first
That's just the
season
first
one?
season, yeah.
Sheesh.
Wow.
So
Okay.
So this is a new one, Mark. This literally is. So the other one I had was brand new, but this one is also new. It's called Flannel Fest.
Okay, does it have like a picture of Kurt Cobain with
No,
a shotgun?
it's a Munich Dunkel. It's a Munich Dunkel. That's what it says.
A what?
Munich.
Yes.
So it's a German
Yeah.
Dunkel
So
style.
featuring robust notes of toasted bread and caramel.
Mhm. It's probably going to feel warm. It's probably going to feel like, oh, I just put on.
Yeah, no, it says so.
Nice comfy sweater.
It says this classic German style lager paired with a flannel will keep you cozy during the coldest of beer season adventures.
Paired with a flannel. What'd they do? Filter it through somebody's shirt? I mean, how do you
They
get
very well
flannel
could
in
have.
there?
I will say what I think, if I remember correctly, one of my wife's favorite like candle smells is sweater weather or flannel something. So
Okay.
Good. That's real
If you like drinking your beer through the shirt off the back of the Bounty
yeah, that's how they filtered it, right? They ran it through
yeah.
They didn't use a cheesecloth this time.
No, not this one. They just used.
I got my imitation Solo cup going on. So
So how is it, Jamie?
It's good. It actually, like, I can take. I don't know how the toasted bread, but the caramel. That's what it says.
Well, yeah, and I guess it makes me wonder what kind of bread is it. Sourdough? Is it French? Is it
Because we're featuring
wheat
robust
pie?
notes of toasted bread and caramel. So I'm guessing, that sounds like some. Oh, you know what? What's that? It might be a wheat bread. I don't know, but
it would make sense, I suppose, for a beer. But
balanced by light floral hop aroma. Yeah. So
All right. Well, we've got another vendor to announce, Lucas Collectibles. Now, this guy, uh, I mean, here you see his setup. I checked out his eBay page. This guy is selling comics. They're rated. You know, he's got 9/8 and number ones and number whatever that is. You know, the high value. He is selling legit thousands of dollar issues.
wow.
Yeah, he is a legit collector. I'm excited to have him there because
Is he
you know
bringing those Ninja Turtles? Because that'd be awesome.
I highly
Only if
highly
you can
doubt
name
that.
them.
Because that's Leonardo, and then no, that's not. That's
Donatello.
Pearl. I think her name is.
Donatello.
I think her name is like. Is that Pearl?
I think you're right.
I think it's.
Who's
it's Pearl.
who's the teal turtle?
That's what I'm saying. I think her name is Pearl.
I didn't even know there were female Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Venus.
Venus
Venus.
de Milo.
That's right. Yeah, that's. I couldn't remember. It was Pearl was something else. But no, yeah, she came out.
Pearl was that horror movie you watched about that was weird.
Or the daughter whale of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. She came. She was introduced years ago. Oh man, that was years ago when they did another little live action show or something like that. I remember seeing it, but I never actually watched it. So, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways,
The hits are going to keep on rolling here with announcements.
let's go.
Woohoo.
Next up to announce, we're announcing the official art for the KaboomCon event for 2024, not KaboomCon overall, but for the 2024 KaboomCon official art is going to be done by Jam the artist.
My boy.
This one you sent me the other day?
The thing I sent you the other day, or do you mean this?
Yeah. Okay, James, tell me if I'm wrong here. He sends me this. He goes, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Is that supposed to be me?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I look like a cross between Macho Man Randy Savage and the Geico Caveman."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, car insurance.
Hey, at least your face doesn't look like it's having a stroke. I mean, like, what is going on? Where's my face is melting? Is it that lopsided?
I don't know. Why is James giving me the stink eye too? Look at him. He's like totally giving me the stink eye in that.
Yeah.
But you know, at least I got 300 days until KaboomCon, so I can work on that 6-pack ab. Apparently, I need to have.
Get those abs.
Because that ain't happening right now. I can tell you that. You too, James. You got to be working on yours too.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I'm gonna get on that right away.
So just to be clear, one thing though, the color scheme is actually changing.
Yeah, that's not official.
Yeah.
That was
Jam went with, or Justin, as we know him, went with the color scheme that we were using on some of the other art that we've been doing.
yeah.
And
so
while we appreciate that,
yeah, I talked to him today, and I was just like, "You're not beholden to that. Just let's make it. I want it to look. If somebody walks around the corner and sees that, it just pops out of him. It's like, oh, what is that? Let me get a closer look.
For sure. So with that, just a couple more announcements. Later this week, we will be releasing the application. Oh, and we've got the Rabid Fido checking in. The art was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you that don't know, that is Angel, who does some voice acting over on Murphy's Inc., which we'll be talking about shortly.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, the application for the cosplay contest will be releasing this weekend.
Yeah.
So if you are a cosplayer or an interested party, that is coming. You'll be able to go in there and choose the categories that you're competing in. If you're maybe going to try and do a quick change or something.
If you do that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Watch, we have somebody with 8 costumes.
No.
Diana
if
Ross
they
is
could,
going to be entering, huh?
if they could pull it off, I'll give it to them.
And as we previously announced, Cosplay for Kindness are going to be the judges of said cosplay contest. You do have to fill out the application to participate. So we need registrations in advance. That way, our hosts for the cosplay contest will have time to make their remarks prepped and all of that
I'm
kind
hosting with you, right, James?
Oh,
We'll
are
see.
you?
I don't know.
I mean, if you want to, I'm okay with that. Because I mean, I was gonna get one of those guys from Cosplay for Kindness. But if you want to do it, I'd be thrilled.
I won't be doing it, so you guys figure it out.
Yeah, no, if we could do it together, I'd be down.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, and we do have multiple microphones, so that's not an issue.
We good.
Yeah, that to me is going to be a very interesting couple. I wish I could be there to watch the two of you.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I will. Maybe I'll try to make the rounds and pop in.
You know what? All you have to do is just, if you want to just watch every single episode you ever watched with Laurel and Hardy, you'll get it. That's how it's going to be between us. We're just going to have that, who's on first, Abbott and Costello. You just pick it.
Babbitt.
It's Abbott, not Babbitt.
Oh no! It sounded like he said.
Abbott.
It always sounded like he said Babbitt to me, like Babbitt. Anyways,
That's because you always watched it drunk.
So it's Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, and you think Costello's saying Babbitt?
it sounded like you're saying Babbitt.
All right, moving on. So anyways, that application will be releasing this weekend. So if you're an interested party that wants to participate in the cosplay contest, you will choose your category or categories. There are 8 of them. And just as a quick reminder what those categories are, we've got
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry.
DC,
Yeah.
Marvel,
Right.
Indies, which means anything else in the comic book world,
Right.
Star Wars,
Right.
Disney,
Right.
anime,
Right.
video game,
Right.
and group.
Yeah.
And
What if it's a Star Wars anime video game?
They don't have any of those right now.
But there are mashup people who do mashup cosplay.
That is true. I have seen those.
pick
Like it
multiple
was
categories, and we'll have you compete for all 3, I guess.
Like
There
the
you go.
Disney princesses, they had they did. I saw one at Comic-Con a number of years ago. It was Disney princesses with they had the lightsabers, but their outfits were the colors, but they were like kind of what Rey wears in the Star Wars saga. And it was pretty dope. Like the group picture they had was pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this next announcement we can announce, and this will be going live tonight after the show.
Yeah.
It is the application for people that are interested in being a sponsor or advertiser for Kaboom Con. So we've
Emails
got,
will be going out tomorrow.
yes, we have the application page set up, and we're going to just kind of briefly glide through it. It has the event information, what we'll need from you, your email, company name, your name, phone number, city, state that you're from, website, social media, products or services you might provide. Because it is a family-friendly event, so we may not take some things, if Adam and Eve is like, hey, we want to advertise, maybe. Maybe.
Only.
The 18 plus cosplay contest.
The it'll be in the back quarter page.
Back quarter. So it is important to note that if you are interested in being a sponsor, it is first come, first serve. So if you want to be the sponsor for the art contest, kids up to 12, it's first come, first serve. So the first person to come through and say, hey, that's what I want, and pay, it's theirs. So I will be updating this page, removing items as they're falling off.
Yeah.
If the item's on the page, it means that it is possibly still available. The only time I'm going to take them off the page is once they are paid for.
Paid for. Yeah.
So there might be a point where you sign up and you don't see an invoice and you're like, hey, what's going on? It's because probably someone else has been invoiced and they have 15 days to pay. So just going through the sponsorships, we've got the headline sponsor of the event for $1,000. That includes prominent logo and name placement on all materials, including the full back page cover of the program.
Full back page.
Full back cover, yes.
It's all you.
Next up, we've got our 3 art contest sponsors, kids up to 12, youth 13 to 17, and adults 18 and up. Those are $150 a piece. Next up are the cosplay contest sponsors, and we talked about those 8 categories. You sponsor that, it's $150 a piece. Now, for these items, for the art contest and cosplay contest, what's included is a quarter page in the program, as well as your logo and name placement, or name placement, your choice, on all art contest related or all cosplay contest related materials, including banners, flyers, etc. Next up, we have, if you just want to do just a quarter page ad in the program, and you get main stage banner placement, $75, half page $125, and full page $225. And then if you just only want your logo on the
or logo,
you just want your logo on the. I am starting my third, so
Logert.
If all you want is your logo on the main stage banner, it's only $50, and that gets you a 1 foot by 1 foot. So, yeah. And then we have any comments, any special requests, stuff like that. There may be additional costs depending on what you want. It talks about the cancellation policy, what that looks like. Payment, as I already discussed, you got to pay within 15 days or we're moving on. And, of course, compliance with laws, rules, regulations, etc. So pretty straightforward. That will release and go live tonight after the show. So you can do that. Yeah. And one more thing, going back to the Kaboom Con logo, I just really briefly, we talked about this being done by Jam the artist. And I got to give a shout out, as he is also doing the episode art for Oak Bridge, the new 97 to Now Productions audio drama that is forthcoming.
Oh,
is there a release date for that yet?
We don't have a release date. Scripts are finalizing, and we will likely be going into casting in the next month. Start recording probably mid-January into February. And my goal is it's 10 episodes, and my goal is summer of next year.
Because this one's sci-fi, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Yes, this one is in the vein of Stranger Things or X-Files, shows like that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very much excited to really bring this one to life, because it is dynamically different than, Murphy's Inc.
Anything we've done.
Yeah, anything we've done for that matter. So speaking of Murphy's Inc., I wanted to give a curtain call, if you will, on the first half or so of Murphy's Inc. season 2. We've been off the last 2 weeks. We took 2 weeks off after episode 8, and we're going to be coming back with episode 9 this Sunday, immediately following what
the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show.
That's right. But I also wanted to give a curtain call to the artist.
Now, I got a quick question for you. Since it is about time travel, it is episode 9. Is this any Nazis involved going 9? Or
well, that might be a spoiler. So, I don't.
999.
9.
I don't want to give that away.
Well, I'm gonna
if
have
it
to say
gets
that.
you to tune in,
I'm gonna have to say that when I announce that. And coming up next,
episode
9 of Murphy's Inc.
please do.
Oh, I will. You know me. If I say I'm gonna do it, I will.
Excellent.
So we're giving a curtain call as well on the artist for the first 9 episodes of art. Michael Leone. Unfortunately, this last week he broke his drawing hand.
Yeah. At work.
So luckily we were able to get 9 out of him.
You know what you do? You send them a get well gift, a DVD of My Left Foot.
So I figured let's give one last time to look at the art that Mr. Michael Leone from the Cloned Ones LLC provided for us. Yes, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Okay, I was wondering if you're going to hit that high note.
And of course, episode number 9 that does release.
9.
Yes,
right,
episode number 9 that does release this Sunday. This doggone machine, and here's the synopses. With success on the last 2 missions, the team finds itself with some downtime around HQ. Michael spends some quality time with the interns, and Daphne gets brought in on Gleason's ongoing issue.
It mentions nothing about Hart, Philippe, and Autumn.
Nope. No, it does not.
Well, what
Weird.
the
disrespect?
So, I mean, it also doesn't really say what the librarian's up to. So,
No, that's true. Yeah, but they're all there. And actually, this is the first time we actually see Autumn in a cover too.
This is true. This is 10 years from now when people are doing collectibles, this is one to collect.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it came time for us to figure out a solution to we've lost our cover artist for season 2. What are we gonna do?
And hire somebody else?
And I tried to let James figure it out, but God, that guy.
Yo, listen, I actually put, as soon as I put the call out, actually, I didn't put a call out, I put a text message out. And actually, the first person to get back to me was actually Justin, surprisingly, aka Jam the Artist. He got back to me, was like, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can find somebody, because like he said, he's doing the cover art for Oakbridge. That'd be a lot to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, the weird part is that Lawrence was actually on my list, but when in that text message, and his son Diego was also on that list, but they got back, or you got to them before the text message apparently did.
So spoiler alert, Lawrence and Diego Iriarte will be doing the cover art for episodes 10 through 15.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know who Lawrence and Diego Iriarte are, they are the dynamic duo, father and son, well known for their work in the Lumpia-verse, and also well known for their work of drawing James and I. But here's just some images from some of the work they've done over at Lumpia and Gemini.
Kid Heroes.
And as we've announced previously, they are also going to be doing the Murphy's Inc. comic book.
Yes.
So, we talked about Lawrence and I when I was pitching the idea of him and Diego doing this. We kind of talked about, well, what if this is the soft introduction for our audience to what the comic book is going to look and feel like?
So wait, what's supposed to? Are they characters supposed to look like these characters?
No, this is the Lumpia-verse.
No. I'm talking about the conversation you told me you had with them.
Oh, okay. So, yes, quick story time.
Story time.
So Lawrence, great guy. I'm so happy we were able to contract with them and get them on board to do this. Trust me, when you're working with a group of a couple of guys that are one who's a veteran in the comic book industry and one who is extremely up and coming and starting to be sought after, it does not come easy and it does not come cheap. But
when you know it helps.
It does. It does. You're able to do some coercion for, hey, help me out a little with that fee. So, anyways,
help brother out.
They Lawrence on multiple different occasions called me to talk to me about, hey, we're thinking about this, we're thinking about that, and my basic direction was, here's the script for the episodes, here's the synopses that I've written for those episodes, here's the art that I envision, but it doesn't necessarily have to follow that exactly. All I care, and here are the physical descriptions that James and I came up with that we gave to Michael Leone Clone Ones LLC. All I care about is that the physical descriptions are the same. That you don't go all of a sudden make Gleason some like 6'5", thin, like beast, beast of a
with
Kevin Nash or whatever, right? Like Gleason is Gleason. He needs to represent.
Big Daddy Cool.
Yes. Ultimately the characters need to represent the same as they do, but I want your guys' take, your spin, and 4 times, 4 different phone calls. Hey, so I just want to make sure that you're not looking for us to do the same style that the previous artist was doing. No, not at all. Please don't. Do your thing. I want it to be your guys' take on this stuff.
Right. That was what that's
what
his thought
hey,
was.
so just want to make sure. If we don't come with something that looks
you
like...
You should have put it in writing. Make sure.
I did. You were copied on the email.
Oh, yeah, it was. But I'm saying, like, he might have not got that.
Yeah. So needless to say, I'm super stoked to have these guys coming on. They're fantastic artists. They have credentials already. Lawrence especially a mile long. Diego's not far behind. These guys, have had multiple panels at San Diego Comic-Con, WonderCon, all the big ones. And we're just lucky to ride some of those coattails, and I'm going to take it as far as I can. Yeah. And they will actually be joining us at Powerhouse Comic-Con next year. They'll be at our booth again. They'll be joining us at Silver Age Comic-Con next year. And they will be at
Kaboom Con.
That's right. As will Jam the Artist.
Yes.
So, that's good news. So
I hear James is going to be there too.
I will be there.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, it's my birthday, so I have to be there.
And as we previously announced, if you were unaware, if you're from out of town, if you're not from the Reno, Carson area, and you're looking to come into town for KaboomCon,
come on.
We have secured some really good pricing at the Gold Dust West
Gold
Hotel
Dust
and Casino.
West, just like a mile away from the, like a mile away.
Less than walking.
Don't
if you walk
driving. For some reason, it takes longer, but
yeah, I was about to say.
But that's because it's just U-turns and stuff like that. Lights,
Yeah.
U-turns, all that kind of good stuff.
Yes. So next up, we're going to get into some of our normal shtick, if you will.
Shtick.
Have you guys heard about this new documentary? It's not even really a documentary. It's more like a panel television show where they sit down with some of these doctors who were actually in the room and dealt with everything the day JFK was shot.
These doctors still, are the doctors still alive after this air? Will the doctors still be alive after this airs?
Good question. So the series is called JFK: What the Doctors Saw.
Yeah.
Jimmie, have you heard of this?
No, I'm not usually a documentary person.
Yeah, I'm not generally either, but I am a big conspiracy theory kind of guy. And so when I see shows on Who Shot JFK or on 9/11, and I'm not saying I support conspiracy theories, it's just I find them interesting.
Yeah.
Will Shields check it in? JFK's headshot. I'm sorry, head just did that. Not sure. So like there was a microbomb implanted in his head and it just maybe that's what he means.
Whole bunch of
actually no. Has you ever see the movie Scanners?
No.
Is that a thing?
I know the name. I know the name. Man. I know the name. I don't think I ever saw it though.
All right, you got to watch it. Actually, a really good sci-fi horror movie.
Oh.
In which people have things implanted in their head?
No, they use actual mental powers to make Michael Ironside, I believe, is in it, and he actually uses his mental powers to make somebody's head explode.
Oh, that's kind of like the girl
But
on.
except this was in the '70s, so it's more.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a on what's that show? The Boys. There's a character that can do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, anyways, I watched the trailer for this and I thought, you know what? I kind of want to watch it, but I also kind of don't because it's really like seriously, we're still talking about this.
Bruh,
Like,
that was a huge. I mean, if you think about it, that was a huge moment in history.
sure.
And there's truly there's more, and as the time goes on, there's actually almost more questions than answers that comes out of it.
Okay. I just feel like we're talking about 1963. We're talking about
Right, but like,
you
and we've
know,
never. But that's the thing too, is that what the doctor saw, we've never actually. These doctors haven't been able to come out and say this stuff.
I'm just saying it's been 60 years.
Still
They
interested.
claim there's new footage, and it's like
People are still interested. People, it still intrigues people.
I mean, it does. As I said, it intrigued me enough to post and say, let's talk about it tonight, right?
Yeah, no,
I
kinda
just
like.
I've seen the Zapruder film enough. I'm sure they're going to reshow that. I've seen some of those autopsy shots. Like I don't feel like there's anything more. Like especially was it 5 years ago or whatever, 10 years ago when they released a lot of the sealed documents finally.
Yeah, but they just like, in the trailer they said it looked like somebody messed with the autopsy pictures. So like, yo,
Conspiracy theory.
I'm saying, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, cause we're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, cause we're all dudes.
Jimmie, how excited are you for Good Burger 2? Now, I got to ask, is this going to be the 10,000-pound gorilla in the room?
This is going to be a touch brown.
Did you watch
Right
the
off the
trailer?
bat. No. I see. I have a thing.
So is it a
I
touch
don't watch
brown?
stupid comedies. I never saw Good Burger, so
I think it's just because I grew up with it, and it was on.
a lot of
'cause it
people
was
did, but I just
all
it was
that.
just-
All it was like, it was a little skit on all that, and it just kind of turned into. They made a movie out of it, and it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not great, but it's just like it's just a longer version of an episode. It's basically Keenan and Kel. It was like Keenan and Kel make a movie about Good Burger, and so they had two. I mean, they were on all that. They had their own show, Keenan and Kel, and so like Good Burger was just kind of made that happen, and now they're coming back together because Kel has been MIA forever. I don't even know what happened to that dude.
So I actually
Jail.
watched.
No, I'm
I actually
kidding.
watched the trailer for this thing,
Yeah.
and do bear in mind, Jimmie, that this is going straight to streaming, so it's not even like it's getting a theatrical release. So with that in mind, it only would entail two from the Kaboom Con official rating. Would you mind sharing? Not Kaboom Con. I'm sorry, Pop Culture Kaboom. Would you mind sharing with the audience the Pop Culture Kaboom official rating system?
Oh, the Pop Culture Kaboom patented and movie rating system goes as follows: if it is worth seeing in a theater at full price, it is considered a good, not a great movie. That's to be determined by you if you choose to see in a theater. If it is worth seeing in a theater in your town's cheap theater or as a matinee, it is considered a so-so. If it is worth seeing, well, avoiding social interaction altogether, like by either a streaming or whatever, or renting, it is considered a blah. And if it is so awful, it might as well wait for it to be on public television. It's considered a touch brown because FCC regulations say I can't use profanity on KNBC 95.1 FM.
Touch
So,
brown.
and this is a touch brown.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, so obviously this could only be a blah or a touch brown because of the fact that it's not even going to get a theatrical release.
Smart. They'd lose their ass.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Is also like nobody. I mean, like the only people, the kids today don't know Good Burger.
Yeah, so I would have to give this a touch brown as well, having actually watched the trailer.
I don't know, man.
Again, I get the nostalgia. I watched this as a kid. I watched
Love Keenan
all
and Kel.
that and Keenan and Kel. But this is not a nostalgic event that I need. So,
I will be watching this for sure.
yeah, this is the James would if there was something higher than a good, he would give it.
So these guys are basically our age now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for the most part,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, and they're still working at a burger joint.
Well, for the trailer, well, like what was his name? Ed. That guy isn't going anywhere. Like he eats, sleeps, and breathes Good Burger.
If I was a
So-
kid coming up in the world and some old guy like that was still working at the same job, I don't know. I think I'd do him a favor and drown him in the fry vat or something.
He's
Quite honestly.
it's what's that? He should be what's that? What was that commercial? Oh, Kelvin got a job at McDonald's. Those commercials used to irk me. I was like, what? Kelvin better be like he better be like part owner of McDonald's at this point.
Yeah.
I get what Jimmy's saying though. Like, think about when we were in high school. If we went back to like the Taco Bell by Newark Memorial, and somebody who was working there when we were in high school is still there, good for you keeping a job that long. But
You gonna die.
But I'm gonna take them refried beans. I'm shooting them up your nose.
Wow. Or like I said, drown him in this fry vat just out of mercy, you know. Hey,
Is that a mercy killing at that
Welcome to
point?
the jungle,
Yes.
baby. You're gonna die.
You want to hear something funny though about a recent movie? So John Cena recently had you mean Little Roddy. John Cena recently had a new movie come out 2 weeks ago called Freelance. Did you guys?
I heard about this. This is this the one where he's like not a hitman, but
He's like a bodyguard.
Yeah,
CIA,
yeah.
What is
you
this
know,
on?
in the movie theaters.
Oh, no, I didn't even hear about this movie.
Right? Okay. Well, see, you got to listen to my show, man.
Yeah, I do.
yeah, especially since you don't have to listen to it live.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, you could always catch the podcast.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
So anyway, 2 weeks ago, Freelance came out or was going to be coming out. But it came out last weekend, and after 21 reviews, guess what the tomato meter was for it?
3.
Goose egg, big goose
Really?
egg.
So it's
Yeah.
now moved on the top 100.
Yeah.
No, it's still a big goose egg for the tomato meter, but
No,
the
no.
audience
So
score
there's
has 79.
Oh, the audience liked it, but the tomato,
So last week we
critics didn't like it.
did the 100 worst films of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because number 100 started at 4%. So if John Cena's film got a goose egg, then it will be on that list now of the worst films of all time. And it'll be in the top 30 because I believe zeros started at 29.
Yeah, it was weird.
Funny. Way back in the day, my brother used to work at Blockbuster, and so I'd pick him up and
Blockbuster?
yeah, okay, Google it.
Go watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that too. But anyway, so I'd go and pick him up, and I was sitting there waiting for him to get off work. So I'm, looking around. Blockbuster actually had the 100 best and the 100 worst movies, on a list.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's funny.
And I was looking through this list. I literally saw only like 4 off the top 100 best movies and like 97 of the top worst movies. So
that makes sense to me because your genre of film, because usually the worst films tend to land in that either cheesy, campy comedy or tend to land in the horror, realm. And I find that interesting because I think horror films can be good. I don't like many personally.
They're profitable, at least, because people are insane.
Well, and amongst
I resemble that remark.
Yeah. Insane.
Speaking of which, I saw that there were some pictures posted from Creepy Carson with you there interviewing folks.
Yes, I was. Those
What's
videos
Creepy
will be coming
Carson?
to the Pop Culture Kaboom YouTube channel very soon.
Oh,
I
nice.
interviewed a lot of the filmmakers there. Actually, it was really interesting because after one interview, I can't remember the guy's name, and I'm like, well, I was telling him, I Jimmy Jones, Pop Culture Kaboom, and what I did and everything. He goes, "Yeah, I know. I'm a fan of the radio show." I was like, "What? Oh, interesting. Okay, well then there's Spencer and Rob." He was like, "Yeah, I guess." So
Now, I do got to ask because you very often announce that you were at events and you did video and that they'll be coming to the YouTube channel, but I don't ever see anything actually come to the YouTube channel. Can you speak to that a little bit?
yeah, because like the last 4 months, I've had vision problems because I've had a what is called a prolonged um, migraine, and it's caused my eyes to have problems. And so it's hard to edit video when you're having eye problems.
They're still in your head, so that's good at least.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
The raw
fair.
video's on my computer. I just can't see all the like little finite details that I need to be able to put the edit the video together. You've done a video editing, you know what I'm talking about,
Oh,
right?
for sure. No, and by all means, I get the last 4 months, absolutely. But according to your YouTube page, the last video you posted was 4 years ago.
Yeah, and it was actually when I was doing the Erosion Factory radio show too.
Yes. So the last 4 months, okay, we can justify that away, absolutely. But
Okay,
how about
well,
the 3.5+ years before that?
oh, I had different people doing the video for me, and I was not satisfied with their work,
Quality.
shall we say?
Fair enough.
So a lot of the material was unusable for either audio reasons or video reasons.
Wow.
So, which really ticked me off to no extent.
That is unfortunate.
That's why I got my own camera and I was doing it my own damn self. Because
every once in a while, if you want to do it right,
well, that way I have the equipment. I know how to operate the equipment. I can practice at home to get exactly what I want.
Right.
So you stand in front of the camera a lot when you're at home, just hanging out?
No. This is about. I had to reconnect my. What are you guys doing? I mean, I didn't know you guys were gonna impromptu dance just by.
if I'm just doing stuff in front of a camera, that's what I'd be doing. I'd just be like.
Well, you did step in front of the camera. You're in front of the camera now.
I am, but I don't need to do that right here. Only when I'm alone. But I don't even come out here when I'm alone, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe you do.
Okay.
Jimmy, have you seen this? The Disney 100 short that they made, and this is some of the behind the scenes of all of the voice talent that they brought back to do one line, most of them, or maybe even just a few words.
No, but that's one serious looking microphone there.
No, well,
that's what happens when you got that Disney money.
That's that Disney money, Mike.
I guess. I mean, look at that thing. Gee,
what is that? 2 different mics?
I have no idea.
Is that for surround sound?
It better be picking up her brain waves at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some serious stuff right there.
And what's up with this dude sitting back here?
He's eating lunch, man. That's the other room. Leave him alone.
He's chilling. He's like, look, I had to be here. I had no choice.
He's on break. Leave him alone, man.
I'll eat my lunch. Hey, you know you're in this picture, right? Whatever.
He does now.
What the hell's up with Pinocchio?
He's coming out of the picture, bro.
Yeah, he is. Kind of creepy.
I enjoyed this short just because it was nice to see all these voice actors or these actors, actually coming back to lend their voice, even if it was for, 2 or 3 words or a sentence.
Yeah. They had a lot of characters to get in there.
It was also interesting seeing some of the actors they use to do voices for people, for characters that the original voice actor is dead. So seeing
dead and gone. But yeah, no, like they did. I mean, I was really excited to because I saw like the TikTok version of that. So to see the actual YouTube version of it's a little cleaner, Yes,
for sure. And instead of it being in vertical format, it's
give me the widescreen.
Nice. Yeah, YouTube content is always nice, Jimmy. So Jimmy, have you been watching Loki season 2?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, find your
right.
glorious purpose. post on YouTube. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, right now we're going to talk about Loki season 2. We've been talking
bummer.
about the episodes. So, are you up to date? Have you watched through episode 4?
Episode 4 was on tonight, right?
No, it was
that's
last
tomorrow night.
Thursday.
No, yeah. I am up to the Big Bang, for lack of better terminology.
That's where we're
pretty
at.
much it. Yeah, that's it.
And what was it? Victor Timely turning into spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
that was
very anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was.
To me, it was
well.
almost expected. I expected that he wasn't going to survive that.
Well, no, I
just didn't think it was going to be.
I mean, I thought he would at least get a little bit. I thought he'd get maybe halfway, and then it would happen. But like,
I gotta be right when the door opens and he steps outside.
Out. Yeah, my guy stepped out and just bloop. Yo, can I say Miss Minute is diabolical?
Diabolical?
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean, please? Like you want to lick her evilness?
Whoa. Hey now.
That's actually from an old.
You find yourself attracted to a clock?
No, that's from an old. That's from an old
animated
Bugs Bunny
clock
cartoon.
Yeah.
That's from an old.
James, hi.
That's from
I'm
an old.
single.
That's from an
He who
old
remains
Bugs Bunny
rejected me.
cartoon.
Wow, how come you sound like the old guy of Herbert the
I got a
Pervert?
popsicle in my pocket. Why don't you come on down to the basement?
Coming down, it's in my pocket. But
Get
you
your
gotta
fat
reach
ass
down.
over here.
But no, like just like she is cold blooded. That's a cold blooded cartoon.
This scene was cold blooded.
Yo,
Yeah, where they got squashed.
Out of one side, I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see like the blood and guts and everything on the floor. But out of the other side, like I didn't need it.
No, it's very self-explanatory. The screaming alone was,
and that noises.
Yeah,
that was
because hey, look, Loki threatened it. Loki threatened it, and remember, Loki is a legit bad guy, but they are even more bad because they actually did it with multiple people in the box.
Loki offed himself.
Well, he had to, because when it turned green, you got to prune.
Now, my only question in and around, and obviously the weird part is it felt like, this is episode 4 out of 6.
Right.
But it felt like a mid-season, or it felt like that could have been the end of the season.
Total cliffhanger.
Super cliffhanger, right? We end with, explosion, them it felt like they are watching a nuclear explosion and the wave is coming at them, and then
in their face.
Everything cuts to black. So is because Loki pruned himself, and so therefore he's going to be back to the end of time, right? That when you prune something, it doesn't kill them; it sends them to that. Is that where we're going to start?
It sends them to that weird where
that weird interdimension deal.
Yeah, so
we're going to see all the what was that? All the Loki variants,
all the Lokis again?
like alligator Loki and all that shit.
So are we going back there?
I think so.
Because you know who else got pruned?
I want to see Throg too.
Well, he was in a jar.
Yeah, well, he might be out now.
He might have been out by now, but she got pruned.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it's better to kill. I've come to find the TVA needs to start killing if they actually want to off people. Don't prune them.
Well,
see, they go to that little dimensional world.
Yeah, but the only reason we went to that the only reason we went to that dimensional world is because that was the only way to get to the
He Who Remains.
He Who Remains in the land between time, the land, or what was it, the something at the edge of time. So
City on the Edge of Forever.
Land before time. That's funny.
The land before time.
So I don't know.
Littlefoot.
While the ending was, I felt like, okay, this is not how it's going to end. We know there's 2 more episodes.
Right.
The only thing I could.
The next 2 episodes, it's just going to be blackness. That's it.
45 minutes of just a black screen.
I was going to be like I see
friend.
See a Bible reference here coming up here.
Yea, though I walk through
Elaborate, please.
Genesis, just very beginning of the Bible.
Yeah, at the beginning there was nothing.
just black, and all of a sudden there's going to be a
Black.
light.
Interesting.
Let there be light.
Yep, same.
Interesting.
Hello,
Uh,
darkness, my old friend.
Darknesses. So, Jimmy, you got anything else fun, exciting? What do you got going on this weekend on Pop Culture Kaboom?
This weekend, our special guest is going to be Mr. Scott Rogers.
And who is this, Scott Rogers?
He is a former Imagineer who helped
nice.
pioneer virtual reality and games specifically. He worked on Pac-Man World. He worked on God of War. He worked on Dark Riders, that video game series. And he also does board games as well. He did Aliens Fate of Nostromo, which when I was talking to him, when he originally designed it, it was so hard nobody could beat the game. So they made him redo it so that at least somebody would survive.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has a new game out called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the board game. So kind of along the same line. So
I only want to play if I get to be Leatherface.
I behind the chainsaws. It's getting that running car over there. Are you crazy?
Let's go to the graveyard.
Let's run to the graveyard.
Mm. Well, when you do talk to him, pitch him on the Murphy's Inc. board game.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he be down to make the Murphy's Inc. board game?
Well, see, that's a question that I think somebody needs to call in and ask.
Mark.
This Sunday I am available, so I could possibly do that. So, any sneak peek into some of the films you're going to be reviewing this week?
Oh, you want to know the films? Give me a second here, and I will give you that info. The big one actually is going to be something that we're going to be reviewing on our big anniversary show on the 11th too. So this week we are going to be doing It's a Wonderful Knife. I'm not kidding you. That's the name of it.
All right.
It's a horror movie. So
Of course.
You want the synopsis of it real quick?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, a year after saving her town from a psychotic killer on Christmas Eve, Winnie Curther's life is less than wonderful. But when she wishes she'd never been born, she finds herself in a nightmare parallel universe and discovers that without her, things could be much, much worse. Now the killer is back, and she must team up with the town misfit to identify the killer and get back to her own reality.
Now, have you already watched this trailer?
It's a beautiful night.
Yes.
And you've already done your rating?
No.
Okay.
I got to watch it again. And
my prediction for Jimmy's rating on that is going to be a blah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I don't think you'll give that one a touch brown.
All right. I'm going to put these notes in here, and I'm going to cover that when we do the show. The Marvels, which is going to be the 400-pound gorilla in the room this week.
The 400-pound what?
400-pound gorilla in the room this week.
You didn't say it right.
Gorilla la la la.
Thank you.
Which you know where I derived that from, right?
Not a clue.
Oh,
but I take it.
Biggly, Grape Ape.
Yes.
Grape Ape.
Gorilla la 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 la.
Yes.
So, then everybody would freak out about it. So
now I get it.
Is that a good? Yeah.
Gorilla la 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 la.
Careful, Jimmy. Your grays are showing. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are. Okay. What's up, Biggly? Okay. So the Marvels. I don't think. So what do you think I'm going to give that one?
And it depends on which trailer you're using, because James and I have actually watched and talked about the different trailers along the way. Yeah. And some of them we were excited for. And there was one that they did recently. We were just like, this turned me off completely. So
it was the newest trailer that they did. It was just Miss Marvel. We were like, what?
Well,
like the original trailer.
So
I've only seen, so I know of the teaser trailer. And then the trailer that I've seen, the one that they've been showing, I haven't seen really anything.
My guess for Jimmy, just knowing on how you generally have felt about the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of late, is you're going to give it a touch brown.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to put you down for a TB. Digimon Adventures 02, The Beginning.
Another one.
I'm sorry, Digimon Adventures 02, the beginning.
Yeah, it says 02 for some reason. They couldn't just go Digimon Adventures 2. They had to put a 0 before the 2. So I don't know if
But
there's
also,
a,
why is it, I guess, part 2, the beginning?
Well, because
it's a prequel. I don't know.
Digi-
But it says it's 10 years have passed and they're doing this. So I don't know what it's the beginning of.
I'm giving that a touch, bro, without even needing to see anything. And I'm going to guess that that's what you're probably giving it as well.
Digimon was such a weird because it came out after Pokemon and it was just basically the same thing as Pokemon. Just
it was
weirder.
a poor man's Pokemon.
It's just a weirder
At best.
It's a weirder Pokemon. That's all it was.
All right. And next up is Kane. Kane, like the wrestler.
I got to hear the synopses.
Okay.
So.
In the dangerous world of crime, Benny serves under Abe, a crime boss with multiple personalities.
Nice.
When a gang war erupts with the notorious Frankie, Benny must confront the deadliest persona within Abe, Kane. Within the next 24 hours, predicted with the next 24 hours predicted to be filled with violence, Benny questions his loyalty and contemplates joining Frankie. As the battle intensifies and secrets unravel, Benny faces a choice that could shake the criminal empire to its core. Split Alliances is a gripping dark thriller. But it's called Kane. Where's this? I don't know who writes these synopses. Dark thriller that explores the blurred lines of loyalty and identity in a treacherous underworld. So I guess it was originally called Split Alliance, but they changed the name to Kane.
Split Alliance
and we've got Brock Lesnar checking in saying hi.
Really?
Thanks for being here, Brock.
It's just somebody named Lesnar.
I am going to give
hi.
On behalf of you. I'm going to go ahead and give that a touch brown.
Oh, so no thanks. So you're not hitting up Thanksgiving not this week?
No, that's next week actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's
James,
that comes out November 13th and the 19th, along with Trolls Band Together and the Hunger Games Ballad of Songs and Snowbirds.
That's next week.
Songbirds and Snakes or whatever.
Yeah, Songbird and Snakes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's next week. And the last one is Share with a question mark.
Share.
Share.
Oh.
So
like sharing.
Question mark. Share. I hate people when people talk like that, like every word that comes out or every sentence comes out like a question. And I went to the mall. But anyway.
Wait, did you?
I should read this one like that. Yeah. A man struggles to survive after awakening alone. Trapped in a society connected only by a primitive computer network where the ability to entertain is the only currency, grappling with a flickering, faulty memory of his life before, the film's nameless protagonist discovers that his unseen audience seems to reward most highly his moments of humiliation and pain. Building off this realization, he crafts a self-destructive comedic persona that allows him to not just survive, but thrive in this new world. Rewarded with socialization via video feeds, the man develops relationships with other inhabitants, including a cantankerous veteran of the system and two women, brown chicken, brown cow, who confront him with opposed worldviews should he accept his confinement and try to find some form of happiness within it, or fight a seemingly unwinnable war with the system that imprisons him.
Jimmy's going to give this one a blah.
I gotta watch the trailer first.
It's Truman Show 2.0.
Any of them until I actually get a trailer for him. So, well, what do you think?
So you don't actually see? So you don't see these? You just go. You're rating off the trailers.
Correct.
Off the synopsis and the trailer. That's
okay.
That's all. So it's like because I want to give the best informed, opinion, but I also go off of the same information that you would go off of to make your decision on whether you want to see it or not. So
okay, I feel you.
Now on your show, you actually have a movie reviewer.
Yeah, Tony Sanfilippo.
Of Filippo's
horrible reviews.
Yes, and
is he coming?
Yes, yes, he is.
Good. Okay,
he's coming to Kaboom Con?
Yes, he is.
Oh, are we getting him a booth?
No, he's going to be joining us on stage though for a
panel.
Yeah, for doing the live Pop Culture Kaboom radio show.
Nice, very good. That's fantastic. So does he do anything with Rotten Tomatoes?
No, he
Okay, so he's
doesn't.
not a Rotten Tomato reviewer. Uh, and when he does his ratings, has he already seen the films, or is he doing it the same as you, where he's only going off the synopses and trailer?
On the show, he's only doing off of the information that I send him, but the reviews he does on his Filippo's Horrible Reviews, he actually does go to all of that stuff. So, like the 2 days that he went and saw Metallica in Arizona, he
Mhm.
actually went there and to do that one, and he also did. So all the reviews he does on his site, he actually does go to these things.
Nice.
So it's almost kind of like trying to guess when he's actually where he lives, which is in Colorado. So but I've had him on the show from uh, a cruise line before in the Bahamas. He did the show from there, from Cabo, from Florida, from LA, from all over the place. The boy
Man, it's,
travels. I don't know how he can travel that much, but he does.
man, it's worldwide.
And do you have any other major or minor announcements for the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show slash podcast? Any other big names coming soon, or that you've had recently?
Big names coming soon. The only one I can mention right now is it looks like in January at some point. I don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded yet, but we'll have a um, world famous author Dean Koontz on the show.
Nice. And who did you have this last week?
This last week it was Sandy King Carpenter. She is the co-founder and CEO of Storm King Productions. She produced, and it was her actual. She used to do a lot of production with uh, John Carpenter, obviously
Yeah,
because that's
let's
her
say,
husband. But she produces some of his movies, and she got out of doing television as well. And so when John Carpenter returned with the Suburban Screams, which is on Peacock, this is her return to doing television as well. She used to do
nice.
script supervising for television shows. So she's,
Suburban screams.
yep.
And
So
I heard that it seemed like maybe she was interested in possibly being involved in some capacity for Kaboom Con.
yeah, for Storm King Productions, because they do a lot of comic books that are based
Yes.
off of John Carpenter's ideas and thoughts and the things that he would. So a lot of comic books, and every now and then he writes one, or Sandy King Carpenter writes a story that ends up being in one of the comic books. So
Is John
Storm King
Carpenter still?
Productions,
Is John Carpenter still alive?
yes, he is.
Oh,
He just got done directing Suburban Screams on
you.
Peacock.
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't. I thought that was just an idea that he had. I didn't realize that he actually.
No,
directed.
those are some of a lot of the comic books. Like they just did a sci-fi horror art for one of their comics called Envoy, the Envoy, which was really cool. So if you like John Carpenter stuff, especially like Ghosts of Mars or The Thing, stuff like that, then you would like Storm King Productions. And they have a children's line of books too, Storm Kids. So if you wanted to check that out for
For
the little kitties.
the kids.
Indeed. James, you got anything interesting, fun, or exciting coming up? No, you don't. Of course.
Thanks,
you don't.
James.
You're welcome. I was
And
trying to end this for your sake, bro.
and and yeah, I've got nothing fun or exciting coming up in the next week, but in 2 short weeks we will be at Disneyland. So
I'm going to Disneyland.
that's right. So as a reminder, 5-year anniversary for Pop Culture Kaboom radio show coming up. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Huge number. And correct me if I'm wrong, you have never missed an episode.
You're wrong.
You have.
Yeah, if I try not to, but I have had to, not by personal choice, missed up, but like if it used to be just a 2-man team, and if the other person was sick, because I don't know how I couldn't be able to do everything, so I have to have somebody to run the board and take calls and everything. So if that person got sick or whether reasons they couldn't make it, I couldn't do a show. So, and then I had personnel changes, which caused me to miss a couple of episodes to get things up and running again after that. So,
When's the last time you missed an episode?
Probably a little over a year ago, I think, when right before I got Spencer and Rob to come in on the show, because the person who was doing it previously, I had to, get rid of. So I had to go for a while without anybody to run the board for me. So, but I had a couple of people come and fill in, even though I did miss one or two. So like Rhonda from Studio C5, she came in and ran the board for a while. Joe Bly, who is the program director, he would come in and, but so I didn't try to miss too many, but maybe like over the past 5 years, I think I missed a total of maybe like 4 or 5.
On the high end, 5.
Yeah.
On average, 1 a year.
Probably about that, yeah.
That's not bad.
I'm a workaholic, I guess.
You're talking about realistically, Pop Culture Kaboom has had over 250 episodes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, James has missed a show, Mark II. Yes, there have been weeks we just haven't gone up. So, Tyrus says congratulations on the 5 years.
Well, thank you, sir.
Apparently, he has a terrible route now.
Yes, well, and do bear in mind, it was only just an hour and 10 minutes ago that he said he was going back to work. So he's only been driving for a little over an hour, and now he's back. So
that new union contract, you work 10 minutes, break for 25.
Yo,
good on you, Tyrus.
yo,
Way to work the union.
Super cush.
All right. Well,
I don't like to work that hard.
I've got nothing else.
Nah.
If you've got nothing else, and if you've got nothing else,
then you've got nothing else.
Then I guess the only thing left to say is peace out, Wabbits.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, what? Go ahead.
You know what tomorrow is, don't you?
Tomorrow is November 2nd.
Which is Thursday? So then Friday, November 3rd, it's Godzilla Day.
The Apple Plus show?
No, that doesn't come out until November 17th, but it's actually Toho Godzilla Day. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. You can go to a couple of different streaming channels. We'll actually be playing marathon and Godzilla movies. If you're depending on what city you live in, go to Phantom Events. You will be able to see Godzilla 2000 for the first time in U.S. theaters, and also tickets go on sale for Godzilla -1, which will be coming out on December 1st.
Godzilla -1.
Really, James?
Sorry.
Yes, Godzilla -1. Check them out. Check out the videos on that on YouTube.
Okay.
But
got it.
Godzilla looks awesome.
There we go.
And Jimmie, I'll let you sign it off.
All right. Well, from 97 and Now Productions, the Fat and Black Connection, and Pop Culture Kaboom Radio Show. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Be safe. Stay healthy. And peace out, Wabbits.